Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I created this really fun, bright, smoky eye. Why do I never know what I'm calling anything? I'm like, fun, bright,
purple, smoky, huh?
So I created this look using the Jaclyn Morphe palette. Okay, people, you had to know. You had to know that this was gonna make an appearance on my channel. If you know anything about me, you know I love Jaclyn. When I got this palette last week, I was so excited and I've been using it nonstop and I've already torn it up. I bought another one today during the restock because like that's how good it is, and I just like never want it to be gone because there is so much you can do with this palette, you guys. You can create an everyday look. Like I do my everyday eyeshadow, 2 colors, done in 5 minutes. Like that, I use this to create that. You can also create something like this, something more dramatic, something with a pop of color. There are shades in here that are good for summer, winter, fall, spring. Like I'm never not gonna be using this, I don't think. Like I don't know what is gonna top this. And the shadows are amazing. They are extremely pigmented. They are a completely new formula because Jaclyn worked with Morphe to create this new formula, which is just so freaking cool. If you're not a fan of purple or colored eyeshadow at all, I completely understand. I know it can be scary and weird and some people just like think it doesn't look good, so that's cool too. You can do this entire eye look without the purple if you don't like it. I stopped at the end of the video before I added the purple and was like, here it is, here's what it looks like. That's how to do it. And then I just added the purple really quick at the end because I wanted to also show you how to incorporate color because there's a lot of amazing, amazing colors in this palette that I feel like will probably go underutilized, even by me. Because you can't wear like a pop of purple every day. I mean, you can, but I'm not going to. Quick life update. I am about almost 4 months away from my wedding. I'm starting to like twitch every time I say that because it's terrifying. Planning is going well. My hair is growing. I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the products that I've been using to help grow my hair in my July favorites video. I'm gonna be doing that in a couple of weeks, so look out for that video. But wedding planning is good and it's really exciting and it's happening and it's freaking crazy. Another life update is I recently got Invisalign, which was crazy, awesome, but not awesome the first 2 weeks. The first tray, so each tray is 2 weeks long, and the first tray was so painful, like taking it in and out. Oh my god, like no one told me how bad this was gonna hurt. Like I don't know why I didn't know this, because it's like moving a tooth, which is like moving a bone, so obviously it's gonna hurt. I don't know why I just thought that like it was gonna be like this thing I popped in my mouth and I'm gonna be on my way and like zero problem. I mean, it's crazy. You have to wear these things 22 hours out of the day and you can only drink water with them in. So that leaves me 2 hours to eat everything except water. How does one complete this task? If you have Invisalign or have had it and have any tips on like how to make this whole thing work, let me know. The second 2 trays have been a lot easier on my teeth and on my mouth than the first tray was. I think my mouth just needed to like realize that my teeth were about to move. I don't know. It just took a couple of weeks for them to get used to it, and now they definitely are. So for anyone thinking about doing it, I'm not recommending against it. I'm so excited to have like completely straight teeth, but man, it's hard work. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you like it. I hope that you guys all get your hands on the Jaclyn Morphe palette if you want it, because like I said, she's a gem. She's a true gem. Let's jump right into this tutorial. I hope you enjoy. So first thing we're gonna do is prime with the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. This is one of my favorite primers for just like illuminating the skin. It really does seem to cancel out a lot of dullness. You know, it just kind of brightens everything up. Make sure when you're priming, you want to rub it all the way into your skin. You want to make sure your skin absorbs it, and you'll know you're done rubbing it in once it starts to get kind of tacky. That's what you want, because that is what the foundation is going to hold on to. Use whatever primer is best for you. I recently found this Maybelline Master Contour Stick at CVS, and I've actually really been liking it. It's definitely a subtle contour, and I got the lightest shade, so I bet if I went a little bit darker, it'd be a little more defined, but you can build up the product, so it's pretty good. So I'm gonna start and just contour my face really quick. You can see half of it is a contour color and half of it's a highlight color. So I'm gonna start with the contour color, and I'm just going to create this line here. I also have a basic how to contour video if you want to learn more about contouring on my channel. I'm going to flip it over and do the highlight shade. It is effing hot in here. I recently got this Morphe sponge. I need to go wet it. I heard it was awesome. I think I might still like the Beauty Blender more, but I'm trying to give this its fair chance. It's definitely softer. I just don't know if I like how it blends better than the Beauty Blender. But anyway, I'm just gonna blend out these contour colors first. I'm just gonna press them into the skin. Then I'm gonna flip it and do the highlight shades. It's just creating a little bit of dimension on your face so that it's not super flat when you put your foundation on over it. So for foundation, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Paris, the Infallible Pro Glow. I haven't used this on my channel yet, which is why I'm going to use it. It's really great for hydrating foundation for dry skin, which obviously I have. It's a little watery. I want it to be a little bit more full coverage than it is, and then I think it would be one of my favorite foundations, but I still think it's a great go-to if you have dry skin. I'm going to put a little bit of this right on my foundation brush. I'm just going to start pressing this into the skin. By the way, I am 204 Natural Buff in this foundation. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in Light Sand. I'm gonna stick with that same brush and start pressing this product into the skin. I like to start with the brush and then grab my Beauty Blender or this is my Morphe sponge and just kind of smooth it out with the sponge. And that gives you that really like flawless airbrush look, in my opinion. Then I'm going to quickly set my under eye. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hill Contour Kit. And I am just mixing these two shades together here. I just dab that in. Then I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with my Cover FX translucent powder. This brush is soft. I'm just gonna tap that in here and... Okay, now I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows off camera and I will be right back. Whew, brows are exhausting. Okay, so recently for bronzer, I've been using this Milani All Over Glow bronzer. I've had this for a while. For my bronzer brush, I'm using my Morphe R2. So I'm just gonna bronze right around my face. Now we are going to move on to our favorite part, the eyes. Here she is. And then the back looks like this, and inside, honestly, the options are endless with this palette, and that is one of my favorite parts about it, and that's really what she was trying to do when she created it. Jaclyn was like, I really wanted one palette that could do it all, and that's why one of the reasons why it took so long for her to finish it. If you guys follow me on any other social media, you know I love this palette, so I'm gonna be raving about it this entire time. I really have been using it nonstop since I got it. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into my translucent powder and I'm just gonna take this flat edge, so any eyeshadow that gets over there, when I wipe it away, it's like a nice clean line. And I'm just gonna like kind of stamp it on. So the first shade I'm going in with is Silk Creme, which is this one right here. And then I'm going in with my Morphe M441, and this is gonna be my first transition shade. And I'll zoom this in. I'm just going to dust this all over the lid. In the crease, up onto the brow bone, not all the way up, but up here, and then down onto the lid as well. It's gonna just be like my first base shade. Then I'm gonna switch to this new brush I got. This is my Morphe R37. And it's just a little bit more tapered at the edge, so you can be a little more precise in the crease. I'm gonna go in with Butter, the shade right here. I am going to work that more concentrated in the crease. So right here. And I'm gonna just start flicking this outward like this. And I'm just keeping this right here. Then I'm gonna pop down to the third row and mix Roxanne with Jax. So these two shades right here. Same brush, and I'm just lightly dabbing. A little bit goes a long way, especially with these darker shades. They are super pigmented. And I'm just going to keep this one even more concentrated in the crease. Right out here in this outer V area. I'm also gonna bring this a little bit onto my lid. Just like this. Just like an outer V like this. And I am just, again, flicking that out. Oh man, I'm obsessed with this palette. Okay, then I'm just gonna go back to my Morphe M441 and I'm gonna blend that out even more. No product on this brush, we're just blending. These shades are so easy to blend, I can't even tell you. Stupid. Then I'm gonna get even more precise and I'm going to use my Morphe E7. Then I'm gonna move down to the fourth row and I'm gonna grab this shade, Chip. It's a really beautiful, deep brown shade with some red undertones, just right in this area right here. After any bold color like that, I just grab a brush with nothing on it and I blend it out. Blending is the key. Also gonna bring this down close to my lash line, and it's really just going to be this whole outer edge here, right here. It's like the more I concentrate, the more I sweat. I am going to add a pinch of creamsicle, and I'm going to be using my R37 for this. The shade is sweet. Like I said, I'm just keeping it out here. Now that we have our matte shades done, I'm moving on to shimmers. So I'm going to start with NFEO. I'm going to spray my brush with Fix Plus. I'm going to use this Morphe M321. If you don't have Fix Plus and you don't have a brush like this to apply my shimmers, I generally just use my finger. I think it's the best way and the easiest way to do it. And I am focusing this just on the center of my lid, so right here. I'm not going to bring it all the way in to my inner corner. I'm going to focus it right in the middle. And then to blend it out further, I'm just going to dab it with my finger, and that's just going to kind of push the product in and blend it in a little bit more. And then I'm going to grab my M4339 and no product and buff that out even more. Okay, then I'm going to take the shade Beam and a small precision brush, and I am going to bring that all the way in to the inner corner. So from here to my natural crease, just to there, to blend it together. So basically just the rest of my eyelid. And it should fade right into that other color. I'm also going to put that same shade in my inner corner. This Beam shade is bomb for inner corner. I'm gonna get my eye boogers out so it doesn't ruin everything, my entire life. Also going to use that same brush and Beam, and I'm going to put this shade right underneath my brow bone. Very lightly, because it is pigmented. I'm also gonna blend this out more because damn. Don't be afraid to use your fingers. Okay, so now I'm going to wipe away this powder, and you're gonna see this nice cut line, and we are going to work on our lower lash line. So I am going back with that E17, that pretty skinny precise brush. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Creamsicle first to start buffing that underneath and connecting these two. So you kind of want to drag it down so that it connects. See how it's connecting right here? You just want it all to blend together. Here. And then I'm going to take a teeny bit of that chip color and I'm going to focus that just on the outer corner. I'm not going to bring that all the way in. Right there. I'm going to grab a little bit of that red shade. I believe it was Roxanne. And I'm just going to apply that all the way under my lower lash line to blow this lower lash line out. Woo! Okay, and then what I've been doing for liner, which I think is pretty genius, is I've been mixing these two bottom shades right here. And I've just been using my Sigma E15. And I'm going to tight line under my eye like this. It may not seem like it's doing anything, but once you compare, you can see how much more definition there is from this eye to this eye. I think it's the easiest way to make your eyelashes look thicker and just give definition to your eye without having to apply eyeliner. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of that also right on my lash line, upper lash line right here. Focusing it on the outer corner. I'm also going to bring it all the way in and tight line here. And you can just see the subtle difference. I'm also going to do a little bit of that really tight on my lash line and my lower lash line. Just on the outer corner. Making sure they're even is the key so that your eyes look the same size and shape. Because I definitely have one eye that opens up more than the other, which is super fun. Next, I'm going to apply my favorite mascara. This is my L'Oreal Telescopic. Okay, we can zoom out a little bit now because we're done with our eyes. Next, we're going to apply blush. I'm using the Milani Luminoso blush. It is a beautiful peachy shade with a nice shimmer. I'm going to highlight with the Skin Twinkle Volume 2 from Tarte. This bad boy. I'm just going to use that shade Daylight, first shade. Going to set my face with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. Okay, I'm going to use Kiki from the Kim Kardashian, by Kylie Cosmetics, the cream lipstick. No, that's more orange than I want it to be. I'm going to use Kimberly. This one's more nude. Yeah. Can mix those two. I feel like if you're afraid of color, this is a great smoky eye look for you. If you want to incorporate color, keep on watching because I'm gonna just do a few really minor, subtle things to kind of add a few pops of color to bring this more to life. So as you can see, this palette has like some amazing colors, especially like bright colors, especially these four right here. So I feel like a lot of people who don't love this palette, it's because of those four shades, because they're like, what the hell am I gonna do with those? But I feel like it's really fun, especially for summer, to just like incorporate a little pop of something. So it actually doesn't look as purple in the palette. This shade right here, it looks more blue, but it swatches pretty purple. It's gorgeous. So I'm just gonna grab a tiny little precision brush like this. You can use some Fix Plus or not. You don't really need it because these shades are so freaking pigmented. And I am just going to pop that on the inner corner underneath. So right here, I'm gonna kind of blend it into my under eye. These colors are insane. I'm gonna grab my more precise fluffy blending brush, the R37, and I'm gonna take that same color and I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that on my crease to kind of tie it all together right here. So if you want a little color, that's an easy way to do it. Oh my god, it's so, I hope it's translating on camera because I'm looking at it in the mirror. I don't think I've ever done a look like this before. Oh, but this turned out really cool. Okay, so I changed my lip because I felt like I needed something a little brighter. The nude that I had on was underwhelming. So I just popped on my Maybelline lipstick, Romantic Rose, and just like a clear gloss over it because I just felt like I need a little something more. So this is actually the final look. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye. Jaclyn Hill. Too excited. Some red. Oh, you idiot. You freaking put all your brushes away. Now you can't find anything.